Hey, 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 how are you doing out there? Hope you had a great weekend. I wanted to share this with you. And a lot of us were not able to make the training that I did on Thursday at the co-workshop, but I wanted to share with you the slides that I presented on. And I'm going to talk a little bit about, you know, almost as if I was doing the presentation again in front of you. But I just want to share with you, that way you have the slides, you can go at your pace. And so the training was on Facebook Live. And it was a great training. I enjoyed it. Actually had a number of new faces, which is always cool. So I wanted to share this with you. And you know how my goal is to help all of you in social media networking to grow your business using social media along with your networking. So as always, our goal is to help you build your brand using social media and networking. And you know what this is about, so I'm gonna skip that. I wanted to share 3 tips to quickly overcome the fear of Facebook Live. And I share this because we struggle to do our Facebook Lives on a consistent basis. And it is so awesome what the effects can be if you use Facebook Live to connect with your audience. So that's what this is about. So I want to share with you 3 tips to overcome the fear if this sounds like you. Number 1, take the focus off of you. You're doing the video so you can help others. So become the messenger. It's not about you. It's about the value that you're giving your audience. You get that right, and you've got nothing else to worry about. Use notes in your Facebook Live. You can have a Post-it note with bullet points right in front of you. Make sure you do not make this into a script. Do not put more words than you need to, because if you rely on this as a script, they will notice you. You're not being you, you're not being real, you're not being authentic when you're using a script. So think about that. You can easily have notes in front of you and your audience is okay with that. You can refer back to your notes and be like, oh, let me make sure I got everything. So yep. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah, I want to make sure I share this with you. You know, it's authentic, it's real. And you know, one of the best things about this, just click live and start serving your audience. That's so huge. And number 3, realize that holding on to the story that brought this fear into your life is only hurting you and killing your chance of success. You know, if you're thinking about anything like, I'm not good enough, I don't have value, I'm not good looking enough, I'm too big, too small, not smart enough, nobody's gonna follow me, I'm not a leader yet, etc., etc. If you're putting this stuff in your head and then it's creating your fear, you must understand you're the only one thinking this. Stop holding on to this story you're telling yourself. You're the only one thinking this. I really want you to understand that, because once you overcome these 3 things, you're ready to go. You need to just think about the other person that you're sharing value with. And if you are scared to get in front of the camera, well, Facebook Live audio is or will be available soon on your device, because this is also something that Facebook is slowly rolling out. It was on my phone, then it wasn't on my phone. So maybe it wasn't on my phone because I didn't use it and they took it off. I don't know. I don't know how they're doing it, but this will be an option, you know, just like podcasting, Facebook Live audio. So it's coming. So there's different softwares that you can use to help you with your Facebook Lives. And when I say third-party software, you know, a Zoom, you've probably been on a Zoom call. You can also do these Zooms live. So sharing your screen, you know, sharing your audience, you can do all this stuff live. The one in the middle, that's obsproject.com. This one is free. It has all the bells and whistles you need, but you have to learn how to use all of it. So it's like having your own production studio, but you are responsible for learning all of that stuff. But it's a great, great thing to have and use with it. So BeLive.tv at the training, we actually use BeLive.tv live. So if we're Facebook friends, you probably saw that. BeLive.tv is what I use for myself and for my clients. And it is an easy way to bring attention to your stuff. Like having your brand on it, your branded logo on it, your branded colors on it. You can actually create, when you do your interviews, you can have your name there, their name there, and you can be in 2 remote locations. You know, you can add themes to it. So it's really, really cool. And if you are looking to add some spice to your videos, any one of these third-party softwares are great, and they're connected. So Facebook Live has authorized these things. So this is a good thing. So what are the benefits of Facebook Live for business? When you build a business, you want to go where your audience is, right? You want to target them. You want to provide valuable content to them that makes their lives better. And you want to engage with them. This is so huge. You must get them engaged with your content. With 2 billion active Facebook users and 1.5 billion of those being active daily users, so they're using it every day. And 1.5 billion are using Messenger every day. It's almost impossible not to find your audience there. That's why you want to use Facebook Live, because it's an exceptional way to get engaged with your audience in real time. So this is so, so huge. Why go live? Videos just work. They do. They just work better than any other tool out there. With Facebook live video, it's an easiest way to connect with your audience. You know, and number one, connecting is a critical part of creating, right, your own content marketing strategy. So you really want to have that. How am I going to connect with my audience? You want this as part of your marketing strategy when you're doing your content marketing strategy part. This is so huge. That's why you must push that fear aside and do your Facebook Lives and do your videos, because this is all content. Live video is easy. All you do is click a button. Why go live? More visibility. This is huge. No editing. Once you go live, you're real, you're ready, you're going with it. And you know what is so great about this is that human element. That's what people want to see. They want to know that you're a real person. So keep that in mind. And with Facebook Live, you get noticed faster. So if you start doing your Facebook Lives and you keep doing your Facebook Lives, you're going to build momentum. Momentum leads to a bigger audience. A bigger audience means a lot more traction in your whole business. And again, videos just work better. That's why you need to go live. There are different levels of live video. Level 1, that's the selfie stream. Basically, your phone is pointing at you and you're filming yourself. You know what a selfie is? You're streaming yourself live in selfie mode. That's level 1. With level 2, you have your phone plus you have extra video gear. You might have a selfie stick. You might have a tripod, a microphone, and more stuff. You know, you might have a different level of microphone. You know, you might have something that's attached to a camera. You might have a camera that you're going live with, like an actual real great camera with a mic attached to it. There are different ways. And with level 2, this is your phone plus the extra video gear. So keep that in mind. Level 3, you can go live from your computer. And this is where you'll use OBS Project. This is where you use BeLive.tv. This is where you'll use those different softwares, those third-party apps to spice up that entertainment value. At level 4, at level 4, you're like really good at OBS project, for example, where you have a dedicated streaming system, you know, and you have a whole layout of your production studio. This is TV quality. This is advanced, you know, but you got to start somewhere. So start at level 1, okay? You just have to do it. There are 4 kinds of live storytelling. One thing you'll hear me talk about so much is storytelling. This is huge. You want to be educational in your post, in your videos, in your Facebook lives. You want to be inspirational. You see, so you're thinking, what am I going to talk about? You know what? Inspire them. What have you been through? What kind of takeaways can they get from some of your experience, and how can you help them now because of your experience? This is so key. And when you're sharing your stories, make it entertaining, make it laughter, make it emotional, make it fun. This is so important. And another type of Facebook Live is part of your storytelling is the experiential part of it, where you are, who you're with, what you are doing. Take people on your journey. You hear me say that a lot. Take people on your journey. This is a live script formula. You can screenshot this. Now remember, you're not going to follow this. You're going to fit this in with your personality, how it fits best for you and what you feel comfortable with. But you want to start it off with a tease. Tell your audience what they'll get from this live video. This is huge for your replay viewers. Remember, you're doing your Facebook Lives with your replay viewers in mind, because you're going to get most of your views in the replay of this. So this is important that you keep that in mind. Introduce yourself. Who are you with? Who are you? Why are you talking about this topic? Is it dear to your heart? Is it something you're passionate about? Is it something you want to get across to others? And during this, ask for engagement. Ask for the share or the reaction, you know, those hearts, those likes, those comments, whatever. But ask for the engagement and talk to people directly. This is how you get them engaged, to comment, to like, to do stuff. Talk to them directly, call them by name, but do not spend too much time. So if you have a large audience, you're not going to share this. You're not going to say everyone's name. You're going to find the right time, especially at the beginning. You can do it as they're popping in. But once you start giving the value portion, you don't want to just recognize every single person. Focus on the content. Remember, focus on your replay viewers, right? They don't want to just keep hearing you announce all the people. You know, you want to kind of want to make people feel important, and that's why you do want to do this part. This is a great part, but you just cannot recognize everyone because you have to focus on the content portion of this. And then repeat your topic. Repeat what your topic of the day is. This is huge right before you go into providing the value. And so as promised, I'm going to share with you 3 tips on how you can make this a great week on purpose, you know, something along those lines. And then this is going to be the value portion. Give value. Step 1, tip 1, part 1. Give the value. If this is a tip, give the tip. If this is a part, give the part of it and share the value. And break from the value to engage and answer questions related to that you're talking about. So if you're given a tip and someone says, well, what about this? Or how about this? Or this is something I'm faced with. What would you do? Or something along those lines. Break from that and answer that question, answer that comment, or however you can do it. If they leave a comment, hey, you know, follow up. Oh, you're so right. That's so. I like that. That's so true. You know, as you relate with them. And then repeat the value and engage portion. Number 1, it builds that, you know, that memory bank where they're repeating it to themselves. They're hearing it again. It helps them understand, and then engage until you're through that prepared content. End with a call to action. Every video you do should have a call to action. What do you want them to do next? This is key. So after you've shared it, whatever this call to action is, it has to be related to the content that you just provided. So keep that in mind. And this is basically a summary of what you just saw in the last two slides. So if you need to grab a quick picture of it, go for it real quick. I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So how often should you do your Facebook Lives? The frequency, hey, go live regularly. Do the best you can. There is no perfection. Remember that. There is no perfection. But what I want to share with you is once you start, you are building momentum. When you stop, you are losing momentum. So think about that. Think about that. You want momentum, right? So daily is the best. Daily is the best. At the minimum, weekly. At the minimum, weekly, make sure you focus on value-driven content. Bring that professional look. Right here, I just shared a image of an actual BeLive.tv casting. So Ava Moss, if you can see that on the screen, and we showed this in our training when we did our live, people were commenting and we showed their comments. And there's a feature, you just click the button, show, and then hide when you're done showing it and show to the next one. But this creates attraction. This creates your tribe as well. This brings on more loyal followers. So you see how I talked about putting your brand on there behind the ears, you know, you see that up there, that's their logo. You can do that as well. Now this is the paid version, but the free version, it just has BeLive and their logo. Promote your Facebook Live. So when you do your Facebook Live, you want to promote them. You want to send it out in a blog post. You want to send it out in a Facebook Messenger post to the broadcast, and we'll talk about that next. And you want to send it out wherever you can. Hey, I just went live, and share it to your Facebook profile and share it to different groups. I love sharing Facebook Lives, my clients, to the local buy, sell, trade groups because they're public, right? And they want you, they're giving you the opportunity to buy, sell, trade your stuff and other people's stuff. So I do that all the time, and you can see the views go through the roof. And there's a huge difference, huge difference. Portrait versus landscape. What should you do? Should your camera be faced upright, just like if you holding the phone, talking on the phone or something like that? Or should it be in landscape view? I'm a big fan of landscape. I like landscape because of the replay capabilities. It shows nice and big on the wall as well. So when you're doing your Facebook, it shows up nicely on the wall. But you have to keep in mind that portrait-wise is more mobile friendly. So if you spent all of your time on Facebook and you were not going to repurpose your videos on YouTube or anything, and everything is done on Facebook, hey, run with mobile, run with the portrait side, no problem. Just keep in mind those black lines on the side. So if they do turn it to the side, they're not gonna see you as well as they could. Or if they're watching this on the big screen, which you can do that type of stuff, it's not gonna work too well. But that's the only time you want to use the portrait, I think, if the video's not going to be repurposed on other platforms. But with landscape, I love it because it's great with editing. You have more room to work with. When you're adding, you know, more entertainment value, more fun, it's great. And don't we live in a widescreen world, right? Movies are widescreen. TVs are widescreen. Everything is widescreen. Keep that in mind as well. So we did a Facebook Live demo. You can see that on my profile if you would like to, and I've shared it on my Coach Manny Rodriguez page. We're not going to do a Facebook Live demo here. I'm just sharing the slides and giving a little feedback with it. So part of the training in the month of October is going to be messenger marketing. This is chatbots with Facebook Live. And this is great. You're going to love this. 2 months ago, we taught on messenger marketing, and now I want to get you guys implementing this stuff. So number one of setting this up with the MANYCHAT, or you'll learn about in our training, but the messenger marketing is you got to have set clear business foundations. Who are you as a person and as a brand? Who do you serve? Please answer these questions. What is the number one business objective behind your video? This is often sales-based or lead generation-based, but you want to have a business objective with the video. Yes, you don't want to be salesy, but you want to have an objective with the video. And what is the intention behind your video? This is often more emotionally based. That's why we talk about storytelling, because you can really hit those emotions or the true value you're offering in the video. Even if no one actually purchases or opts into your offer, you must give them value. You understand? Even if they don't take it, what value did they get from the video? Even if you're teasing, you still got to tease with a little value. Number two, create a pre-scheduled Facebook Live video that promises loads of value. Now, I've shared a screen share on this. BeLive.tv does this perfect. It lets you click on the button to schedule it, time, subject. So that's perfect. Use BeLive.tv and you're great. But you want to have this as part of it. So remember, number one is set clear business foundations. Number two is create a pre-scheduled Facebook Live video. And this is how you can use this to get leads. I'm sharing a strategy to get leads. Then you're going to create a Facebook image post with a powerful call to action to join your free training. Your free training is your Facebook Live. So you're creating a Facebook post with an image and a powerful call to action. It could be an image of yourself in shock or whatever, that wow factor, whatever, with some words on it. That can be your call to action. There's different ways, but you want to have an image and you want to create a post with a powerful call to action to join this free training. And again, the training is that Facebook Live you're going to do. Remember, when we talked about scheduling it, we pre-scheduled it. You're pre-scheduling this post, that not this particular post, but this Facebook Live. So this is that AKA training. This training that you're doing. So you're going to, this pre-scheduled, hey, boom, let me get this on the schedule. This is when I'm going to do it. And now create this to promote the Facebook Live that you just scheduled. So the post is for the scheduled video. So when you do this, make sure you know who you are speaking to and be clear about that in your post copy. This is again, this strategy is how you can get a whole bunch of leads. Know what problem you are solving and be clear about that in your post copy. And announce that you will be sharing a clear solution in your free live training, and be clear about that in the post copy. And ask your followers to comment below the post with a specific word if they'd like access to the training. So you got this scheduled. You're doing a Facebook Live. This Facebook Live is some training. Whatever it is that your specialty in, there should be some way that you can train others on how to get the results you want to help them get. Whatever it is, right? So you're going to have this training, and you're going to ask your followers to comment below a specific word. Why are we going to do that? Well, this is where the magic really happens. You're going to use MANYCHAT.com. And again, we're going to do this throughout the month of October. So we're going to create this, and you're going to be ready to go and start generating leads. Because these are leads. When they make these comments, these become leads. So you're going to create a Facebook comment growth tool and keyword response using MANYCHAT. Within MANYCHAT, you're going to, in your growth tool, you're going to have a keyword response. So if you're having a contest and you want that, and they say, yes, I want to be reminded of this contest, whenever you do it, comment contest below. The contest generates the Facebook bot, the chat bot. The chat bot through MANYCHAT is what it generates. So you'll need a MANYCHAT account. Again, we're going to do all this. You're going to create the comment growth tool. that automatically responds to their comments. So you're going to create this up once, and it's going to be automated. You see, so you don't have to, you get 100 comments, you don't have to answer every single one. The bot's doing that all for you. And it's great. And you'll learn all of that. But this is the key. I'm not going to get too heavily into this, but this, just read this for a little bit, pause and read it. But this is what we're going to do in our group this month. This is how you're going to get leads, because what they're doing is they're being reminded about this training that you promised them. So you pre-scheduled it, you created a post about the training, why they should be on there, and they're going to use a specific word. You're going to create that specific word in MANYCHAT so that they can follow and they can get reminded. So they're saying, yes, I want to be reminded before you go live. Boom, great. Type live below, LIVE. They type it, you already have it set up, they're going to get reminded. You just have to send a broadcast to remind them. So this is going to be great for you to get leads of people interested in your product. And then we're going to create a targeted Facebook ad with this post. So hopefully you can budget at least $100. I'm going to help you create this, and I'm going to help you get these as leads. We're going to create an engagement ad on Facebook. We're going to select our audience that's interested in this free training. So we're targeting people who would be interested in this free training. We're going to limit the delivery of the Facebook ad only to the news feed, people on your news feed, so they can see you, the people that know you. So if it's under the sidebar or on Instagram, this won't work. We want people to get engaged. If it's on the side, they won't get engaged. So this is key. And then we're going to send a broadcast via Messenger to your MANYCHAT subscriber base with the link to the video. Now, this is everyone who said, I want to be notified. Boom. They're going to automatically get this link, and then we're going to send them a reminder right away. We do not want to be salesy or a pushy person. Keep that in mind. Give them options. I always give my list the option to join live, get the replay, or pass on the invitation. This has drastically reduced my unsubscribe rate. And that's a good thing, right? And the greatest thing about messenger marketing is you're talking about 80 to 90% open rate. You will not get that in your email, right? So this is why this is powerful, and we want to implement this with our Facebook Lives, okay? So this is great. We're going to talk about this on Monday night, and we're going to get started just like this. So the next thing we do is we go live. Now, while live, remember, you now have viewers who are eager to hear what you have to say. So you got to back it up, give them this great training, offer value, and have a great call to action. Whatever it is, and obviously you remember, what's your business objective here? So as you know, we always want to bring social media into your networking world. So I hope you got some value from this, and I hope to see you Monday night. And this is what we just did this past Thursday. So this is what you missed along with the Facebook Live, but now you're a lot more caught up. And I hope you have an amazing day. I got to get off to practice. But, you know, I'm always glad to serve whenever I can. So have an amazing day, and I look forward to serving you guys again.